Επανερχόμαστε κυρίες και κύριοι εδώ στην εκπομπή μας, στην άλλη μας άποψη και έχουμε ευρωεκλογές, αλλά από μια άλλη άποψη, διότι εδώ στο στούντιο μαζί μου είναι ο κύριος Δημήτρη Απράξιν. Mr. Apraksin, welcome to the Virginia Television Studios. Thanks for accepting our invitation to discuss about the European elections in Cyprus, in which you are a candidate.
Yes, and I also want to thank you for inviting me and for giving me the opportunity to express myself.
Okay. We always help people to express their positions in order for the viewers to know who to vote when time comes. It's very important to inform so nobody has the excuse that I didn't have choices. But your choice, the choice for someone to vote you, it's very different from what we know till now, because you are a Cypriot citizen, of course, but your origin, your nation, your nationality is Russian.
Correct.
Let me start from the basic question. Who is Dimitri Apraksin in relation, of course, with Cyprus?
Well, I came to Cyprus in 1992, so I'm already in Cyprus for 32 years. Yeah, because I came exactly in February.
It's annual, yes.
Yeah, so it's my anniversary now. And I have to tell honestly that now I feel more like Cypriot rather than Russian. Of course, Russia is my homeland. I was born in Russia, but when I come to Russia, I feel more like a foreigner.
When you go to Russia, you feel like a tourist?
Yeah, and when I coming back to Cyprus and plane lands in Larnaca, I have a feeling, oh, thank God I'm home.
Okay, that's very important for someone to have these kind of feelings when comes to a piece of land that thinks like home. So Cyprus is home. Your life here, you are a business, you deal with business, what do you do?
You see, you wouldn't believe. I came in 1992 to work in one local software development company as a developer. And then I moved to Inter College. You see what I have to say, that after I was graduated from the university in Russia, all my life I was working for universities. Initially it was Russian university, then it was Inter College, and for over 30 years I am with Inter College and University of Nicosia. I am IT director of the University of Nicosia, and I'm also teaching computer science courses.
And the family?
My family is here. My wife has also Russian origin. Yeah, my daughter Sophia, I mean our daughter Sophia, yeah, she was born in Cyprus. But you're right, we remember our Russian roots, and something in our genes and in our mentality is related to Russia. So I can't say that I forgot my country, that I forgot my root. Now I'm totally, no. I have both. I have two homes. One main home in Cyprus and another one in Russia.
Okay. In order to justify that we are two Cypriots speaking in English, do you speak Greek or do you understand?
Ligo. You see, I made several attempts to learn Greek, but Cyprus is a special place. I don't have any problem here communicating in English.
Yes, everybody
so
English.
Nobody pushed me. And as many Russians, I need a push.
So, you're running for a member of the European Parliament, but you have Russian origins. At the moment, Europe is opposing Russia. How do you feel about Europe?
You see, let me answer this question from a little bit different perspective.
Of course.
Because what is a parliament? It's not the place where everybody vote as one person. Yeah, it's a place where people that have different opinion and different mentality and maybe 180 degrees different, they meet to discuss, yeah, to support their views and to come closer, closer, closer and closer and find a solution. So this is how I see it, and that's why it's very important for the parliament to have people that represent different opinions. Yeah, but I mean, obviously, I'm elected as a candidate from Cyprus. Yeah,
Yes.
and my main concern will be Cyprus in the European Union. Yeah, Cyprus is a small country. Yeah, but it's a member of European Union, and I think that Cyprus has all the rights of the member of European Union. And if I am elected to the parliament, of course, my first objective will be stand for the interests of Cyprus.
Stand for the interests of Cyprus?
Yeah.
Do you have political positions, let's say, the main issue, which is the Cyprus issue, and concerns the six MPs Cyprus sends to the European Parliament every time? So does Dimitri Apraxin have political positions on the Cyprus issue, and which are they?
On the Cyprus issue, of course. Yeah, and you see, I believe that the opportunity that we had in the past with the Kofi Annan plan, it was kind of opportunity. Yeah, because, I mean, it's my personal feeling,
Yes.
that we have to go for it. Unfortunately, people in Cyprus voted against, and what is happening now? Yeah, the occupied area has all the attributes of the state. Yeah, so back then we could solve this problem. Yeah, because now they want recognition. Yeah, they want to talk to us as a country, as an equal partner.
You are in favor of a bi-zonal, bilateral, how they call it,
Bi-communal
democracy.
country. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and do you visit the occupied area?
You see, I've been there several times. And you see, one more thing that I want to add, yeah? So we split people in, because maybe as someone who came to Cyprus from abroad, it's more clear, yeah? But why we say Greek Cypriot? Why we say Turkish Cypriot? Why we don't put Cypriot at the first place?
Yes.
Yeah? We should do it, yeah? And this is the root of the solution, yeah? We are Cypriots, and then we can say which language we are talking, because this is the land, this is the island, yeah? It belongs to both.
So, if Mr. Apraxin gets elected and goes to the European Parliament, what is the first priority? What is what you believe is the major thing that has to be done in favor, of course, of Cyprus?
Look, I would think of three directions. Yeah, the first one is economical, because if certain decisions of European Union bring damage to Cyprus economy, it must be compensated somehow. Yeah, and I don't want to go back to the history about haircut and blah blah blah. Everybody understands it. You see, the second thing.
You believe that rules of the European Union produce damage to Cyprus?
No, for example, with the anti-Russian sanctions, I don't want to say anything against the sanctions because it's a decision of the European Union. Yeah, and the member of European Union, Cyprus should obey. Yeah, but you know, I understand that the sanctions can bring the damage to both sides, to Russia and to Europe, yeah. But because of the affiliation of Cyprus with Russia, and many companies that operate in Russia had jurisdiction in Cyprus, yeah, this decision affected Cyprus more than other country, and I believe that in this case, Cyprus has a right to request a compensation. Yeah, so at least the burden of the sanctions is going to be shared between members and not like it is now.
Are you expecting Russian Cypriot citizens to vote for you, or do you appeal to all Cypriots?
Look, I appeal to all Cypriots because, I will represent Cyprus. I'm not going to represent only Russian community. Yeah, I appeal to everybody.
Okay, and listening to you talking about this affiliation between Russia and Cyprus, I agree that it was more intense than any other countries or most of the European other countries. You've been in Cyprus since '92, so you were here when things were were fine between Cyprus and Russia, and of course the people coming from Russia and the people living in Cyprus. Things have gone bad lately due to the war. That's obvious everywhere. I understand the Russian people who live in Cyprus deal with certain problems they didn't used to have in the past. Do you think that relations between the Cypriots and the Russians are going to, after this is over, I mean the war and all this situation, are going to be as it was?
It's a difficult question because you see the history of relations between Cyprus and Russia started 800 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, and 2-3 years comparing to 800 years is not a big time.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, you see, I live in Cyprus now. I don't feel any discrimination. Yeah, I see that Cypriots and Russian people, they have the same values, the same spiritual values, the same religion. So I believe that when everything is over, I don't know what will be this over though, yeah, it will come back because there is no any other way. Yeah. The mentality of Cypriots and Russians is very similar in many aspects. You wouldn't believe how many similarities.
Can you give us an example?
You see, we have the same
apart from the religion, of course, yes.
Yeah, we have the same jokes, the same attitude. Means I don't care. Siga.
You have siga as well.
Yeah. Slowly.
In Russia. Slowly.
Yeah. We have. You see, now it's changing, of course. Yeah, but back then, when I came to Cyprus, it was very similar. You wouldn't believe. Yeah, how easy it was to
adapt
and communicate with people.
So, the Greek Cypriot part of Cyprus, Mr. Apraxin, is a bit worried about the development of the relations between Turkey and Russia. And lately I was discussing with people, and they told me that 50,000 Russian people who lived in the free area of Cyprus have moved to the occupied area. Do you have any knowledge about these issues?
You see, I know about it, but I can ask another question. Do you know how many wars was between Russia and Turkey?
Yes.
Through the whole history, yeah, Russia and Turkey had fights. Yeah, so I don't think that Turkey is a friend of Russia or Russia is a friend of Turkey. Just during this time, the interests of this country somehow aligned.
Aligned, yes.
Aligned, but I don't think that, it's kind of a strategic direction or strategic union or something like this.
You told me a few minutes ago that if you get elected and you go to the European Parliament, of course you will represent the whole Cyprus people, all Cypriots, not only Russian
Correct.
Cypriots.
Of course.
But is there something you believe should be done for the Russians living in Cyprus, either if they are citizens or not? They're just visitors.
No, well, there are external factors and internal.
Yes.
Yeah, our influence on external, for example, regulations with the banks. Yeah, banks don't accept Russian credit cards.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can't do much about it. Yeah, because of the constraint that came from outside. Yeah,
Brussels, yes.
yeah, but you know, in Cyprus, I believe the attitude of the people hasn't changed much. I know many Russians who used to come to Cyprus for holidays, and they continue doing it because they believe that the Cyprus is a nice place.
Mhm.
Yeah, not only because of the nature, Aphrodite, sea, whatever, but because of people as well. So I don't think that the attitude of Cypriots towards Russians has changed or should be adjusted or whatever.
Yes. But the question is there, do you have in mind that there is something that should be done for especially Russian people who live in Cyprus, in the European Parliament?
Well, if I would have a power
Mhm.
to decide, you know, I would make some exceptions from the sanctions. Yeah, because I'm working at the university, and I know that many Russian students simply have have a problem to pay for their studies because they cannot transfer money. They are
Yes.
not oligarchs. Yeah, they have nothing to do with the war in Ukraine, and many came to Cyprus. I mean, boys, just to escape from this war. And why to create them problems paying their tuition fees? Yeah, I don't want to say that for everybody we have to do something, but at least for kids we could consider doing it.
Mr. Apaxing, time is running. What is your end word? Referring, of course, to the people you're asking their vote.
Yeah, it's a difficult time, and I believe it's a time to act. And I want to end with the verse of one Russian poet. I say it in Russian. Блажен,
Please
кто
do, yes.
посетил сей мир в его минуты роковые.
Which means,
that blessed those who live in time of the change. It's not only the burden, it's not only troubles, it's an opportunity, and we have to act to get the best from this opportunity.
thank you very much, Mr. Apaxing, for your being here. I believe that the people who are watching us get an idea of the way you think and the way you will act as a politician if you get elected. I repeat, and they will make wise decisions. Thank you very much again.
Thank you very much also for inviting me. Thank you.
Κυρίες και κύριοι, μέχρι την επόμενη μας εκπομπή να είστε προσεκτικοί και ιδιαίτερα όταν έχετε στα χέρια σας τιμόνι. Καλή συνέχεια.